What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Hoops with Rapheal Davis here for another season. Excited to get it going. We're 1 week in. We're recording this immediately after Michigan State takes down Kentucky. After every ESPN host and analyst said Kentucky was going to win by a landslide because Michigan State couldn't score the ball. Tom Izzo's still out here proving that the old school way works, the right school way. And then when you rebound and you defend and you make shots, good things happen for you. And then I think tonight it showed. I think Jackson Kohler. I guess the question was who's going to be the go-to guy when they need a basket. I think Jackson Kohler. He added that, and as long as other dudes around him can make shots, and if Fears can play the way he did in this one, I mean, I like Michigan State, but nah, we got my man Ant Wright with us. Everybody knows who Ant Wright is. I think if you follow college basketball, you don't know Ant, you not doing it right,
Oh
and you
man.
listening to the wrong people. Because I gotta say this, a lot of people in the space that just don't know what's going on, and just got a lot of people that listen to him. So like. You see the jersey behind, and I mean, I think when you see certain jerseys and certain people that's played in certain spaces, I think you gotta points per game go out the window, stats go out the window, what they did after high school or college go out the window. When you play for certain coaches and you play in certain places, things are stamped. And you play for a couple good ones, and I won't. My daughter say glaze. I won't glaze you too much, but
Uh,
what's going on? And
oh
I'm
man.
glad, I'm glad you be with me tonight. How you feel about the game tonight?
I feel good, man. I feel good, man. It was a good game. Going into it, I was like, I knew Jalen Lowe was gonna be out. I knew on Friday morning. So I'm just like, if they don't got a point guard, I don't think they can run their offense.
Mhm.
And so I saw they were what, -4.5, Kentucky was. And I was like, that's I don't no, I don't see that. Because one, you got to be able to run and initiate on both ends. Point guard's the head of the snake. You got to be able to have a leader on both ends. I don't think they would have had that. On top of you're playing Jeremy Fears, who's going to be a menace on both ends. So I thought that just the point guard play, I think there would have been too much of a disparity, and that's what we saw, man. It was a defensive clinic, and Michigan State made shots. I think even if they didn't make shots, I still think Michigan State would have won by maybe two possessions.
Mhm.
But I didn't see a game where Kentucky was going to win, especially after the first, like it's when they hit like the 14-minute mark of the first half, I was like, this game is a wrap. Like Kentucky can do absolutely nothing.
Even after they I felt the same way. And then even after they made a little push, they got it to 10. Kurt Tang hits a big one, get a stop, and then Jackson hit a big one, and it's night before it gets to the under 12 media timeout. So now and for you, and I want you to talk because like for the average eye, you watch Jeremy Fears and you may a kid gonna say, oh, he got 6 points. But like how does Jeremy Fears control the game like he's been doing?
He's so he's so hard to prepare for because so many guards nowadays are score first. So when you play against a point guard who is looking to get the best shot for the team, it's a little bit different. So not only do you have to pick him up full to kind of stop the transition, but you have to do that under control or he's going to get you.
Mhm.
He's going to get you with his left or right hip. And next thing you know, like he does that two or three times each half. That's halfway to shooting free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like he has a scatter report, but he has a way to play where it counters a lot of that. Um, Super smart. He might be, even though he's a redshirt sophomore, right?
Yeah.
Redshirt sophomore.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be top five smartest players in college basketball.
I'm with you.
Maybe he's not the most offensively gifted
Mhm.
right now, but in terms of just knowing and understanding angles, just high IQ, there's not a lot of players better than him between the ears. Like
And
he's always playing games, whether it's during the game or in between whistles, he's always doing something to try to impact that next possession.
And then he one of those annoying dudes that like exactly what you're saying. Is smart, super smart, but he'll beat you up. And like, and
Yeah,
like normally the dudes that got the high IQ, you know what I mean? Like
they're
normally
more
those dudes,
finesse. They're
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah. Like
finesse.
he tough.
Yeah,
Like you add in that type of toughness. Like yeah, I pick with you, but I will still beat you up. So it's like it's that is like a different level to me. You know what I mean? So like big time win for Michigan State. Like if Kurtang, like Kurtang, because that for me, like with Michigan State, like at the two guard position, you don't necessarily need a 20 point per game guy. You just need somebody that can come off that down screen and be able to make that curl shot. Like that's the
yeah,
play. Like that's the pull chain. They set that they try to push it. They don't get it. They set that down screen. Come off the curl. If you don't got it, you got Jackson on the roll or something. So and then Trey came in and made some big baskets. But I think the progression of like Cam and Jordan Scott, Cam Ward, as they grow, the team will even get better. So it's not even one of those things where because I think a lot of people could look at it and say Kentucky's young, they're a new team, they're gelling together, they're gonna be the best version at the end of the season. And you look at Michigan State, core is there, they may
yeah.
peak early, but when you got freshmen that are that talented and a transfer that can score, but they haven't let them go yet, you know what I mean? I think you get your best version later too. So I'm
Right.
does this what you see out of Michigan State after Arkansas, after Kentucky tonight? Does anything surprise you, or did you kind of expect this?
Everything was expected. I didn't expect them to make as many shots as they did because they're just not a good jump shooting team. It's very limited. I think you have Fort, you have Tang, Jackson Kohler, and then after that, it kind of falls off a bit. But like one thing I do want to kind of point out was I think watching Kurt Tang in the first couple games, I feel like he never hit that flow,
Mhm.
right? And as a shooter, when you're confident and you just stop thinking, that's when you start just hooping, right? I don't think he hit that. In this game, I thought it was so important that he got that rotation steal on that very first possession.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, okay, he's in the game, right? He did something positive, right? He didn't get the ball, throw it away, or get the ball, mess up his timing on a play. No, it was a rotation steal, brought it up, got it to somebody else. He's in the game,
Yep.
right?
That's big.
And I
Yep.
think from there, then he made his first shot. It was over after that.
Mhm.
It was over after that. So him being able to find that confidence early and be in the game, right? Be in that game. And I think I'm not even sure if like you went through this, but like I did, where there were times where I was so focused on my role
Yep.
where you kind of I'm not gonna say forget how to hoop.
No, yeah, you try to stay on the court.
Right, exactly. It's just like, man, I gotta. So like
You
my thing
catch it and you
was,
don't even look. You just get to the
you
play.
don't even look. You're just like, okay, whew, damn, these niggas, man, that swing pass is gonna be on film.
Yes,
You
yes,
know what I mean? So
yes.
it's like, I'm not gonna say you forget how to hoop, but you really,
No, you could say that because I
yeah,
actually had that
it's
conversation with some of my teammates. We talked about it. You forget how to hoop sometimes when you
it's
such in the
it's
system.
so it's
It just
so
sounds
hard.
crazy to explain to somebody that's never been through it. But like I can remember
It's
being a
so hard.
sophomore and I forgot how to hoop. I'm out there playing the four. I'm guarding Adrian Payne and shit. I'm just trying to rebound and block out. I
Your
forgot.
friends asking you what's wrong with you.
I scored 2,000 points in high school. You feel me? I got a friend right. I got a friend right now to this day. Like Matt Painter, Coach Painter, Uncle Painter came to my wedding. My friend to this day was like, I still got a problem with him. I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm defensive player of the year. I was captain. He said, I got a problem with him. He said, Ray D, you was a scorer. He messed up your game. Bro, it worked out, bro. He said, nah, forget him. Everybody else go talk to him, shake hands. Nah, bro, nah. So like, I'm with you. People don't get it, but nah, I
It's
get it.
crazy. And like and people talk to me crazy. And I'm like, you don't know, like it's like you are like yo, like you are a traffic cone in my world. Like it's like, yo, like no disrespect, bro. But you are a literal traffic cone to me, bro. Like I'm closer to Jordan than you are to me.
What?
You know what
What?
I'm
I
saying?
got all this defensive stuff aside. I will give you a bucket, boy.
It's like relax, like calm down. It's like,
No,
oh, you
shut
only
up.
did whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, bro, I have to guard Evan Turner right now.
You feel
I'm
me?
not worried about getting these shots off. I got a scout to do
You
so
feel
I
me?
can play my 9 or 10 minutes just enough so I could play 11-12 the next game.
And I'm not trying to get cussed out on film. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. It get to a lot. It is a lot. Especially until you get rolling. That's why the ones that come in and get it early, they're special. Because until you get
Yeah,
it, and you gotta be in a position. Like I was fortunate enough to be like in a position to where we was trash. So we was last place. We only had four guys returning as a freshman. So I had the luxury of just like you know what I mean, figuring it out. But
yeah,
if you got good class after good class after, and two for me, the class ahead of me, 2011, that class, all of those dudes transferred. The class 2013 class, all of those dudes transferred. I came in with five dudes. It was only me and AJ left. So like I
that's
had to,
crazy.
it just, timing, it all worked out
Yeah,
for me. But if you got boom, 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 if you had a Michigan, Ohio State, or you expected to win all this, moment, it ain't working out. You got to go. So
yeah.
like
I mean,
people
like
don't
we
get
were
that.
shoot, we were kind of trash when I got there at first. Because look, we hadn't even gone to the NCAA tournament since like 96 or
Mm,
97.
mm.
So my redshirt year, Amaker got fired at the end of that year.
That was your
And
retro
then
year.
yeah,
Okay.
and then JB came in. We
Yep.
won, I think, like 10 games.
Yeah, 10. Yep.
Um, I started some games. Then like that next year, everybody like really like bought in. It's
That's
like
when you
we had a
came.
couple walk-ons that were like the leaders of the team. They were
Oh,
getting it
yeah.
in. CJ Lee, Dave Merritt, and all those guys. Like they, like man, uh, like them just always on us. Like, hey man, you got to do your stuff.
Yeah.
Because like JB had these like test drills that like we had to do, and if you don't do them, you can't practice.
Like what? What type? Like,
So, oh my gosh. So, all right. So, look. So, JB's very first year, we had like five or six dudes who like had to quit and not even be able to practice because they couldn't get the drills. So, we had to do 110 reps in under a minute.
oh, he told me about this. Yeah, I didn't know he wasn't letting dudes practice because of it.
No, you couldn't practice until you got them. No, bro, this was serious, bro. So, look, we had 110 reps in under 60. We had to do 40 pretzels in under 30 seconds. We had to do 40 hikes in under 40 seconds. We had to make 53s in under 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Now, this isn't five rebounders, three basketballs. No, no. It's one rebounder, one basketball,
He told
and
me
you
that.
couldn't stay in the same spot, and
Yup.
you had to do a 3-to-1 ratio.
What you
So
mean
you
by
couldn't
that?
just stay in the same spot teeing it up. No, you had to do a little cut shot, little cut shot, little cut shot, 15 footer, little cut shot, just go around the arc.
Oh, that's tough.
And you had to run the mile in under 5.5 minutes.
Oh, that's tough. We
Yeah,
had only thing on that list that we had to do was run the mile, but all that other stuff is now it makes sense. All the like when you play with because that like that I always say that 20 what was that? That 2013 Michigan team, that's the most skilled team I ever played against. Like
yeah,
that's skill with some dogs. Like when you mix skill and dogs, oh man, because everybody could shoot, everybody could dribble, everybody had pump fakes and pivots, everybody, you know what I mean? The fundamentals that was what we always say with Michigan. We couldn't like with Michigan, it was always you just had to try to punk them. Like you just had to hit them because you knew everybody was super skilled. Like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But
You
damn,
had to
that
muck it
nah,
up. You had to muck it up. You had to
straight
muck it
up.
up with him
Shout out John
for
Beilein. But
sure.
no, back to but no, I know we get that's what's up though. But back to surprises though. I know Michigan State got the big win over Kentucky tonight, big win
Yeah,
over Arkansas a couple weeks ago. But I mean, outside of Michigan State, you look at the Big Ten as a on the whole entire landscape, and obviously you, one of the closest people that follow the league. Has there been any surprises this season for you? To me, it feels like the Big Ten is kind of dominating the country right now. But what's your kind of take on it? What's your feel of the league right now?
honestly, bro, like I thought that I thought Purdue had a really important week.
Mm.
Um, with TKR coming back, because people wanted to say, "Man, Purdue this, the Purdue that, and I'm just like, Clough and DJ, they're not doing what they need to do. But I don't want to say anything until TKR come back,
Yep, I feel that.
and I feel that TKR, what he does for them is he does so much for Clough and DJ.
Yeah.
Because I feel Clough and DJ, when it was just them down there, they felt the responsibility.
Yeah, and they get hit, and you could hit them both. You can send your four and your five to go get them. Because
Yeah,
and I love Jack, but Jack not going. You know what I mean? He's a three. So like
right.
with TKR and them in there, now you got it's one-on-one box out. So somebody's gonna have an advantage. So now
Exactly.
I agree. I agree. I think. Let me say this. How do I say this? I
And
think
there's a
people
post double, and they're not involved in it.
exactly, exactly.
Like, like I put it out on my page the other day, but it's like there's a post double. What makes it unique is that they're post doubling the four,
Yep, yep. And
and
so
the
the way you
help
come has to be different.
exactly, and the help is a guard or a wing trying to come help on either a 7'4" guy or
Hmm.
a 6'11", 250 guy.
And I was talking to Tracy. Look, check it. That's a great point. I was talking to Trey before they played Akron the other night. And he said even when he sees a double team, because normally teams would try to come buffaloing, and I ended up learning that Payne got that from John Beilein. But they normally, which will mean they send the guy coming from the baseline. So he's
Buffalo and Washington. Yeah.
Buffalo. There, see.
Yeah, Buffalo and Washington. Yeah.
Almost like an honorary former Michigan player after
I,
3 years of John Beilein in the green room, ain't nothing I
yeah.
don't know. So
Yeah.
like when he told me, he said even when the team will come double, no matter where they come from, he know it's going to be a smaller guy coming to double on the big. So he don't even. He said he just know he got to get into a spot. He just get into a spot he knows somebody can't get, and it's Curtis because he was just the Alabama game. Because that's why I think Purdue. I always said people got mad at me. I said when I said Purdue they had the best backcourt, but I said I always said they had the best big little combination because I always saw the ball screen because I always seen TK working it in practice because
Yeah.
Alabama showed it when they tried to because they had to switch it up. They had to go from drop coverage because Braden was killing them. So then
Yeah.
they tried to hedge a little bit, drop pass, first play, TKR scored. Second time he hit Daniel for a lob dunk. Third play he catch it middle, hit Fletcher for a three. You know what I mean? This is like,
Yeah.
and then you got to play drop again, and then Brady hit a three. So it's like,
Right.
would Trey bring to that team as far as like in the post and the ball screen, even just as a communicator? I think it's crazy. I think like you could see it. Like I think people that know the game, not even play, people that just know the game could see it. But like it took the blind eye 2 games without him to see how valuable he was. You know what I mean? Like, this is a
Right.
dude
For
that should have
sure.
been All American. So like anything? What else you think about Purdue? Because that's what you mentioned early, just to start this season. Like outside of just I mean, and just comparing it to what you thought coming in.
Um, I'm interested to see what happens with the backcourt as the season goes, because
Hmm.
those are a lot of guards, and not all of them are going to get those types of reps for
Yeah,
sure. And then Benter. uh, So someone asked me about Benter playing the three, and I said he will not play the three unless he outgrows his minutes at the four.
that makes sense.
So
That
what
makes
that means is if he plays 6 or 8 minutes at the four and he's killing,
yeah, yeah.
knowing paint from the outside, he's going to find 5 or 6 more minutes on the court for him.
Facts.
And that may not be at the four, but that's going to be at the three. If he goes at the three, someone's sitting from that backcourt.
That's facts.
So that's why I'm like, well, he's not going to move up unless he graduates.
I get what you're
You know
saying.
what I mean?
I get
So
what
that backcourt, I'm looking at that, how that goes for sure. And that's really my only thing is, what rotation is he going to go with in winning time?
that makes sense.
Is he going to ride with the hot hand, or is he going to kind of going to have a set idea of who he's going to go with?
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. And knowing him, like Fletcher and Brady playing 30. So those other dudes, they fight. A couple of them gonna fight for 10 to 12. A couple of them gonna fight for 14 to 18. And like you just said, knowing Paint too, they gonna choose. And it's whoever playing the best, and he gonna find because he'll find minutes for Jakari at the three if he playing well. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I
Exactly.
agree with that. And then just as of right now, just kind of where they're at right now in the season, give it because I know majority of the people that listen to this would be Purdue fans because they're gonna want to hear from you too on this is they're going out to the Bahamas today. They arrived out there earlier. What's your take on the field when you think about Memphis or when you think about Wake Forest, Texas Tech, all really good teams.
What does that graphic look like? Who do they play the winner loser of?
They play Memphis first, and then they'll play the winner of Texas Tech and Wake Forest.
Memphis is not good. They should win by 10 plus. I just watched them play UNLV, bro. I'm like, what am I? Dude, Penny has 14 new players.
That's a lot.
14?
That's a lot. That's a
Four,
lot.
and they're gonna be in the Bahamas and they're gonna, hey, look,
They
you
kicking.
don't know some of your players.
I know.
They may be at the casino a little bit more.
I know one of them. He don't know I know him, but I know one of them, and oh my God.
So I don't it's that's where Aaron is from Ohio State. He's
Yep.
there now.
He didn't start the season that great. And that's
No.
what I'm telling people
He
about.
used to
Like,
be top five in the country.
hey, bro, if
What?
you nowadays, that's why I like the rankers is I love Paul. That's my man. He do a good job. But some of the rankers don't watch these games because if you 7 foot and you can make a three, you're gonna be top five. It's the same thing with Xavier Booker. Like I love Xavier Booker, great family, great kid, but like he wasn't a ranked kid. He went out to Pangos, one of those camps. He was 6'10" and he could make threes. Overnight, he top five. And now he got all this pressure on his shoulders. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's like these rankers, if you could make a three, if you could dunk the ball in seventh grade, you one of the greatest players we've seen. I think the game has got to take. That's why they need real ones like you in the game because the game has got to take a shift. Because after I've been like, I'm in youth sports and I see it. A lot of these dudes can't dribble with their left hand. A lot of these dudes can't jab step and go get a basket. A lot of these dudes can't cut curl. But if you can come up, you can shake and bake, and if it look good for a mixtape, you top five. But I think what it's doing is the game has changed so much to where that stuff don't matter no more. Like Braden
Yeah.
Smith is the best player in the country. He got the best ball fake in the game. He's
Hmm.
not the best player in the country because he's the most athletic. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he got the best shot fake.
Right.
Like so, like because it's no way you could watch some of these dudes and be like I mean, like and nothing against some of these dudes, but like when you go to a Mount Verde or you go to a Lou High or you go to like one of these schools that's in the EYB or Scholastic, and I'm a dude that went to a prep school, but now the way Nike is, and you go to and you top it off, you play for a certain EYBL coach or something, it's over. You out of here. But no, I think it's crazy. But no, keep going about Memphis in the field.
It's
I hear it all.
insane. It's insane, bro. I just don't understand how some of these rankings go and how they, turn out. I think it's a lot of aura farming and they base off of like highlights
Yes.
and like and, and a lot just don't know what they're watching at the end of the
I
day.
don't either, man.
Or they're just trying to do people favors.
It's a lot of favors because and I play. I played for Indy Heat, AYBL team still to this day. Like
Yep.
my man, my OG, he call you there. You know what I mean? Like it's the way it work now. It's like, yeah, some dudes out there with some game for sure, no doubt. But there's some dudes out there that's not supposed to be out there. And I don't think I think the normal eye be like, oh, he a 4 star, 5 star, 3 star. But like the McDonald's guys is the McDonald's guys. Like you know the separators. But like
Yep.
once you get into that like middle murky, like come on, dudes, them is just because if Paul don't see you, he don't rank you. It's something he say all the time. So it's like it's bogus. But anyway, my bad, man. You said Texas. You said what you felt about
Oh
Memphis.
man, it's all good. So there is yeah, Memphis got 14 new players. Doug McDaniel's the point guard.
That's funny. You said that way. The
Yeah,
pause is
Doug
crazy.
McDaniel's the point guard.
Pause was crazy.
So that's fun. Um, that's gonna be interesting. It's just not. They're just not good. I mean, I saw them hoop against. Yeah, I saw them hoop the other night. They are 1-2. They lost to Ole Miss and UNLV. Now the Ole Miss game was pretty close. Lost to San Fran, but they're just not that good. Purdue should have their way with them. That Texas Tech game though,
I like how you did that.
that Texas Tech game though, listen, that's gonna be exciting. I can't wait to see who they match up with Christian Anderson. He
Mm.
had a tough game against Kylan Boswell.
Yes, he did.
I'm not sure. He might be the best perimeter defender in the country.
Kylan.
Kylan is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
because
I'm with you.
he's also big.
He's man.
Like he's not only fast and hyperactive, he's like big. He's built
Like
like a
Chris,
Samoan,
like
you
Chris
know?
Kramer. Yeah, he's like he got that like Chris
Yeah,
Kramer,
yeah,
like
yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
body, like big strength, and he quicker. Like
Right.
he kind of and he like he tall. Like and he guard the one, he guard the two, he guard the three. He gave Christian Anderson. That's why they won the game. They just said
Absolutely.
it got to the point where they said, "Oh, JT beat me," because it ain't no way we let Christian get off. But no,
I text
that's a big one against Purdue too. Because still, I mean, I love CJ and Jakari, but they're still young, and Christian is a he can go.
I text Chris's dad before that game, and I said, "Big game tonight. Colin Boswell might be the best defender he sees this season." Before the game, told him I was like, "Look, I'm just saying, I'm just saying."
Yeah.
He gave
Straight
me a
up
thumbs up.
though.
He gave me a thumbs up. He gave me a thumbs up. So no, but he cold. Hey, look, Christian Anderson, y'all got to be on him. I
Yes,
think he's a pro.
facts.
JT Toppin's another one
Yeah.
who is you know who JT reminds me of?
Who
A
that?
more athletic, but less bag work TKR.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit. Very,
Yeah.
very similar, where they just do what they do,
They just do
right?
it. They just do their job every game.
Do
They
what
win
they
games.
do.
Yep. I like that.
Lawan Watts is also really good, man. Transfer from I think it was my Washington State, I want to say.
Yep. Yep.
He was probably one of my favorite guys in the transfer portal. I can't wait for that game. That's gonna be a fun game. I can't wait for that one.
I'm excited for
What are you
that.
talking about? Like feast week games? That one right there. I am looking forward to
I can see the grin
one
on your
thousand
face.
percent. I love these matchups. I love good matchups, bro. But yeah, Memphis is terrible.
Yeah,
But yeah, beat Texas Tech, you know, now we're talking. Now
I
we're
feel
talking.
that. I feel
I
that.
think beating Texas Tech on a neutral is, I think that will tell me more about Purdue
Mhm.
because Texas Tech is coming off of a loss with Illinois. That game, and they got Alabama after a big mental type win against St. John's. I think this game is going to tell me a lot more
Feel that.
about Purdue than anything else, honestly.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I knew Alabama couldn't rebound. Like I said, it's a lot of dudes that get in these certain schools or they get 5 stars or they this and or that. And you watch, I watch, like I call the EYBL high school games, the Scholastic. So like I
Yeah.
call all the Mount Verd, Columbus, all the games. Like so, you watch some of these dudes and it's like this dude can't rebound, or this dude is soft, or this dude don't go rebound, or he like so
Right.
like you see like if you 17, like dudes get better. But if you 17 and you don't like to be hit, you're not gonna be 20 and like to be hit. So like
That's true.
I knew Purdue was gonna dominate the glass when you just look at their front line. Like you just know.
That's
So it's
true.
like I feel you because JT Top he coming every time. Every time they coming. So I think that's gonna give everybody a better and it's a neutral and like you said the mental high and all that. And a lot of those dudes might have jumped over the fight when you got Braden Smith coming into your gym and you LeBaron Fire line, you can jump over the fight sometimes. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but yeah, I'm excited. That's gonna be a good one. I'm excited. But no, outside of Purdue, I know we talked Michigan State. When you look at and I don't want to hold you too long, but you look at Illinois.
Oh, bro, I could talk ball for hours, man.
Yeah, you just talking to one too. When you look at Illinois, the question I had about Illinois is like only question I had, and I was talking to some coaches before the season was that are they going to be athletic enough to guard and to move? You know what I mean? Because like I love David Merkovich. That's one of my favorite players. Like I got him as freshman of the year already, but
Mhm.
he's playing there three, and he is one of the more unathletic players I have ever seen in my life. But it's like, how are they making this work? And will this work throughout the rest of the season?
The toughness is there.
Yeah.
The toughness is there with them. Um, their identity is forming pretty quickly, which is nice. My only concern for this year was, are you going to have guys to play defense that's not just Kylan? Like, are you going to have other perimeter guys play some defense?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Petro come in. Um, like, how is that dynamic going to change the team? Because right now, Colin at the point is almost a great thing on both ends.
Working.
You know, he's killing you. He's killing teams on defense and offensively. Like, he's just letting dudes kill. Hey, do your thing. Do your
And,
thing.
and Kylie
I'll
can set
I'll
that
pick.
inverted ball screen sometimes because he's big enough. He can
Yeah,
set
yeah, yeah,
them
yeah,
screens. Like, yeah, I'm with you.
yeah. It's almost like how the Hornets are using Khan right now
Yeah,
as
yeah.
like a ball screener, and then kind of just getting a smaller guy to help on ball, and
Hmm.
it's a much different dynamic. And they don't even have Ivicic, the main one, back yet.
The main one.
You're right. So like, man, Illinois for me, um, I think they're a top three team in the country.
Mm.
I'm not sure what you want to say in terms of like, not gonna sit here and say, well, this guy's their first or third. I think that is a top three team,
Yeah.
period, because
I'm
they
with
can shoot the ball, they rebound the ball, they're nasty, they're nasty. They've got confidence, they got swagger. Um, I do want to see what they look like when their backs against the wall a little bit. We'll see what that looks like. But they really haven't had that. They've kind of been able to kind of have their way with every team. Um, Even the Texas Tech game, like that really wasn't that close. Like I know that crazy
you.
stuff happened there at the end,
Yep, yep,
but
yep.
I mean like a
I agree.
real dragged out like 10, 12 minutes of just back and forth. I can't wait to see that, but yeah, Illinois is tough. Tough group, man.
No, I like Illinois. I like them a lot, and I like the fact that they beat Texas Tech and they score whatever they scored, but they had single digit assist because like get a ball to when in doubt, get a ball to Page at the elbow. Page, get a ball to
Paige,
Andre, get a ball to Andre at the elbow, and go get a bucket, son.
just go.
That's one thing, like, that is one thing I appreciate about Brad Underwood. If you can score the ball, he gonna get you in positions and he gonna help you score the ball. So, like, if you a scorer out there and you in the portal, like, man, man, oh man. But they be like, okay, so we think about because to me, I think like you look at the rankings, obviously it's three Big Ten schools in the top 10.
Yeah,
Michigan State with a top 15 win tonight. So you get to your guys at Michigan. And
yeah,
to me, well, coming into the season, everybody's talking Purdue, 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 and I'm a Purdue guy, obviously, but like I was telling people, like the difference between one and two is not as big as people trying to make it. Because as
right.
special as y'all think, as special as everyone thought Purdue was offensively, in my head, I'm looking at the Big Ten tournament last season. I look at Michigan's Namari, Roddy, and Trey was there. And I look at them take Purdue guards out of the game defensively.
Yeah,
I watch them defensively win the Big Ten tournament. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
and then you add in Yaxel, who's more athletic than Danny, and you add in a Day, who's Vlad to me wasn't a rim protector, he was just big.
right.
Day is a legit rim protector. So the defense
Crazy.
is going. Then you add in Trey. The defense is gonna get better. So like I was telling folks, like what Purdue is offensively, Michigan is defensively, and they can rebound with that size. So like
Yeah.
I thought Michigan should be a top 15, top five team coming in, but and I think they're proving it because they're to me good teams win close games, close teams win close games. And Michigan to be so new, they kind of gel early and are winning those. They winning those games they lost early last season. So what are
Yeah.
you what's your feeling, your guys? How you feel about the season? What's your after seeing them early, what's kind of your expectations throughout the rest?
Um, Dusty's a madman, first of all.
Yes,
He's
he
a
is.
madman because he brought this group together and he started out the season with Oakland and two Power Fives. I'm just like, okay, you're gonna play the second best team in the horizon coming in, and then you're not even gonna play them at the crib. I know one was at an NBA arena,
Yeah,
and the other one is a true road game in Texas.
yeah,
And people are gonna be like, well, they're not that good. I'm like, you know what? I don't think they're that good, but for this team playing them this early, I thought those were the perfect matchups to see who you have.
right. I like that.
Their chemistry is not where the other teams are. It's not where Purdue is, not where Indiana is, not where Illinois is, not where Michigan State is. It's not there. but I think already they're the best defensive and rebounding team in the league.
That's
Um, I think their front court is top three in the country conservatively.
mm-hmm.
But their thing is guard play. Like, what does that look like? I think Cadeau had like 6 or 7 turnovers, 1 or 2 assists. That cannot happen, especially on this team. Um, the guard play has got to get better because if the guard play doesn't get there, I think you're going to have a similar season as last year where it's just going to be very frustrating not closing out against bad teams and got to find ways to win in every single game, you know? Um,
I agree.
but I don't know, man. It is a product that you're like, I like it, but it's just it's there's not a connection yet.
Mm-hmm.
But still, having 3 wins, having three pretty decent wins for where they are, is always a major plus. It's much better than being 2-1 or 1-2 or something like that. But Yax was going to be good. Morez has been very, very good. Mara has been really, really good. The way that they've been able to utilize their front court and switch up with different types of players and different rotations has been fun. But the backcourt, Cadeau's got to be better. LJ Cason's got to be a lot better. But Roddy Gales, I think, is going to be an X factor on this team, though. Ever since like the second week, no, first end of the first week of March. He's been really, really good.
Yep. I never heard a player say, going to the bench helped calm me down. Here's what he told me at the Big Ten Media Day. He said, going to the bench helped him calm me down. And then he said he was trying to find too many spots to fit in with Danny. So when he was sub in and it be and did the rotations, he could hoop. Because I agree with you. Roddy was the reason they won the Big Ten tournament, the reason they get to Sweet 16. Because his production became better offensively, and that just helps your confidence. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
then he starts locking up. So that just adds a whole different dynamic to him. Because if when Roddy lock in, he like Kylan. He big, he's strong, he can
Yeah.
really guard you. So it's like if he can get you 10, 12, just play hard. Get on the break, get to the free throw line, make a couple shots. That changes things. And then I think, because I agree with you in the guard play, but the difference I think this year to last year is last year they didn't have an NBA player coming off an NBA guard on the roster. Like I think
Yeah.
Trey McKinney's an NBA player. Like
Okay.
I think too, as freshmen, all freshmen, and like when you play in certain systems, you're just gonna grow and grow and grow. He's gonna get better and better and better and better. So like
Yeah.
towards the end of the season, I think you see a different Michigan than you see now because you're gonna see a different trade than you see now. You know what I mean? So,
I can see that.
and I think because for him, he just needs to be that spark plug off the bench. Just don't think, just come in and score the ball. So I agree with you. You just a lot of questions. And then the thing I like about him too is like Yaxel dominated in the exhibitions, but they're winning games right now. He ain't playing well, and
Yeah.
they know they're going through some injuries and whatnot. But you get man, they could be. I agree that guy because a day is a dude, dog.
He's
Like
so good. He's so good. He a first rounder. He's a
yeah,
first rounder.
he can
He's
use on
done.
both
He's done
hands.
this
He can
season.
catch it. He can pass it. He can got a little nice little soft touch. He make free throws. I
His
don't
rim
see
protects, all
man.
that.
I agree with that for
It's
sure.
tough.
Straight up.
Yaxel did have the TCU game. I thought the last 5 minutes of that game,
I thought he was what?
I thought he was very, very good.
I thought
I
he was.
mean, he was finding guys for assists.
Yep.
His defense was crazy.
Yep.
His rebounding was crazy. He had a huge 50-50
Yep.
foul that he got.
Yep.
Um, he was really solid in the last five where so that showed me a little bit of his maturity level
Mm.
that just because he didn't play great in the first 30 to 35, he's still locked in to close that game out correctly.
You know one small thing I like about Yaxel, and this is super small, but I saw it in like one of their media day things, or like some interviews I was watching. They was asking the players, "Is like who your favorite player? Who? No, it was who are you excited to see play this season? Something like that." And dudes was naming NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Just random, quick little 30-second thing. Yaxel came on. He said Roddy Gale. So it's like one of those things where like to me, like if you know, because to me, like some dudes needed help mentally. They just
Right.
need a little bit. So it's like. when you coming in, you a new dude, gonna be the best player, you the guy, and you kind of can already notice certain things and you do certain things, even if you just fitting in with the guys. I like where Michigan that just like kind of they like each other. Sometimes it boiled down to the dudes. I look at Michigan State where Izzo was like looking like he was losing his mind.
Yeah.
Dudes just didn't like each other in the locker room.
There were factions within that team. I
You,
know there
you
was.
you could see it. If you hoop, you
Yeah.
could see dudes clicked up. You could see when I could see in media day when you got dudes sitting at the meet podium. One guy says something, and then two other guys look at each other and smirk.
Like, oh, he on that shit again. Here we go.
So
Here we go. Right.
but nah, bro.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly. A lot of these teams don't like each other,
It
bro.
is
They don't
crazy.
understand.
I've been, my team that finished
Oh
last place in the
man.
league. We wasn't a bad team. Like we had Michigan on the rope. Michigan beat us on a buzzer beater. That's the year they go to that's the year they win the league. They go to all that, do all that. But like they beat us by two. Little Glenn Robinson Jr. hit a buzzer beater at Mackey or something like the third or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's like, but in the locker room, they go into the frats, they go into the bar, they go into the Kappa party. You know what I mean? So like my
Everybody.
when
Yeah.
I that next year, I was like, nah, we're not doing this again. If we going out, everybody going out together or nobody going out at all. I made so many dumbass rules. It was sick. But
Right. But you know what? Me and you were different. Me and you were different. You had the loose cannonness to do that. I I messed up
mm,
2009, 2010 because I saw a lot of bullshit that summer. And I almost texted one of the assistant coaches, something's wrong this year already.
that's
But
fair.
I was like, I'm like, no, I don't
Feel
want to.
that.
I don't want to, you
No,
know.
that was me though. That was me. That was
Yeah.
me. I could remember. I remember Payne pulling me aside. He was like, you do the right things quietly, but you don't say nothing. Because my way of saying something at that, especially at that time, was, come on, bro, let's just fight.
Right.
So it's like you couldn't just always do and like you just you know what I mean.
Right.
So like he was like you have to say stuff. But now I feel you because like bro, we was at the point where like dog, I'll be in the locker room, I'll be looking at dudes, I'll be like, hey man, you know Payne getting fired, right? Like ain't no way. Like because think about it, bro. Robbie is senior, fifth year senior, they lose to Kansas, I think in the second round, and then we lost us in the CBI this college
Oh
basketball
man.
invitational on Mackey home floor to like I think Santa Clara, and bro hit us for like 38. Like they had a dude, chubby dude, hit us for like 38. We
Sweat
followed that up,
crazy.
bro. We followed that last place we followed that up. That's freshman year. Sophomore year, we finished dead last in the Big Ten. We won two games that count that to finish the calendar year or something like that. Like we went like we went 5-13 in the Big Ten, but we won like three of the first five or something like that. You know what I mean? So like it was nasty. We had dudes, we going to Wisconsin, we playing at Wisconsin that night. We had our point guard was on the bus. Because Indiana, I remember this. Indiana wasn't going to the tournament that year either. Because one of their guys on their team was talking to one of our guys. They were on the bus. My bro was on the phone. Mind you, ain't our phones are supposed to be turned in because we're on the road. You're supposed to turn them in the night before. But we at the like one of the last games of the season. Bro is on the phone on the way to the bus. Bro, yeah, my daddy said he gonna get us the Airbnb in Florida. We going to the Keys, ain't we, for spring break? The whole bus can hear him. So look, we go to the game. Dog, we winning at halftime. Wisconsin. It's a good Wisconsin team. We win at halftime. Coaches ain't came in there yet. Our guy said, bro said, same bro on the phone. He said, hell no, this ain't working, bro. He said, we playing too slow. Cause we playing our whole concept was you can't be Wisconsin your way. You be Wisconsin their way. So it's like, he was like, nah, we playing too slow. We should be up by 20 right now. Being up, we was up, but I don't know how much. Bro, we lost by like 20. So like we finished last place that year. That last place, whatever. A lot of dudes transferred out. I remember, bro. Now I'm talking. I never said this before. Never said this. People not even gonna listen this far in. But listen, we lose in the Big Ten tournament because we lose in the Big Ten tournament. We had a shot to tie it. I think if you go back and look at it, it might have been 66 to 63. Jerome Johnson had a shot to tie it at the buzzer. He missed it. So we go in the locker room. Bro, walk around the locker room, shake everybody's hand, and say, "Yeah, I'm transferring to Memphis. I'm transferring." This when Memphis was like going a little bit. He's like, "I'm transferring. I'm transferring." He tell us right there. So
That's
then
crazy.
he ended up transferring. Now I ain't talked to him since. And then like four other guys left out. Dudes graduated, whatever, whatever. Right. So we had them five freshmen come in. But then so we had me, AJ, and Kendall Stevens. We was the one that returned that played. Basil Smotherman came back. Then we
Right.
had five freshmen come in. PJ, Vince, Dakotas, Isaac, all that. We start the season, I think 7-5. But this time, but I'm giving you the background.
Right.
December, going into Christmas. Going into
Okay.
Christmas. You can look at this. I might be wrong in the order though. We lose to North Florida at home. We go on the road and get smoked by Vandy. We go to the crossroads, and I'm talking about get our asses handed to us by Butler. I'm talking about ran out the gym. It might have been 30. It might have been 30. And we playing in Casico, like the field house. We in
Yeah.
E, like it's
Everybody in there. Right.
we go home. I think I'll never forget it. I think it was December 22nd. Because I remember I had like 13 at halftime and I got cussed out and all that, whatever. Like, whatever, bro. Then I ain't really playing the second half. But look, we ended up losing. We ended up losing to Gardner Webb at home, going into Christmas. I remember looking in the locker room, looking at P, looking at the dudes. Paint not gonna come back, bro. It's over.
It's a wrap.
And I was like, I don't know where I'm going next year. Because at that time we was all trash. You feel me? New coach
Right.
clearing house. You feel
Right.
me? So like,
Right.
bro, and then we started conference. We was like 2-2, and we like, bro, we had the hardest. I think Paint felt it too. We had the hardest practice of my life. We got like one day for Christmas, and I'm talking about if you went for a jab step, it was a Mackie up and down. If you went for a ball fake, if you turned it, it got to the point where like dudes was just throwing up. Like it was like, and you know, on breaks, it's no rules. So like we was all like, it's over. He not gonna make it.
Yeah.
And then some way, somehow, bro, some way, somehow, that shit was crazy. But no, long story short, I don't know where that came from, but I don't know where that came from. But I thought Paint was out of there. To see where Paint at now, it's crazy.
It's
Like,
insane.
it is
Right. It's
crazy.
insane, bro. Bro, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hardest practice we had was we played, this was the year after we went to the tournament for the first time in like forever. So
Mm.
that 2009, 2010 year, remember, I was like, something's off. I was like, something's not right. But I never said anything. So, so we had Wisconsin at the crib, and they beat us by like 20, something like that. It was not good. We come in for practice the next day. We watch film. It's weird energy in the film room. We're
That's good.
weird, Beilein's a film junkie.
Yep.
It was a strange day. Strange day. Doing film, we had something called a F chart. F chart, which means what this possession it wasn't an F, right? There
Mm.
were about 26 Fs,
That sucks.
right? So he's going through each. There were no good clips in this joint. No good clips. He put no good clips. Usually, 10 to 15 good clips, 10 to 15 bad clips. Then, 5 to 10 stuff to work on.
Yeah, yeah,
None of that. No, all bad clips. We go out on the court. I see a 70-inch TV in the corner. I'm like,
yeah.
what is that? What is this? So we we get loose going up and down. We get loose. Like I said, energy is no. I'm real smart, bro. I'm real smart, bro. But I could never get it. Me and the manager had signs before every practice on what to expect.
Mm,
I can get my mind right.
me too. Me too.
So we had either this or you touch the chest, right? If you touch like this, it means you better
You
lace them
lost.
up. You touch the chest, pretty chill. And
That's
like I told him like, look, if they got these drills, you do this. You got these drills, you do this. Easy, right? Today he wasn't looking at me. I'm like, oh, it's like that. Oh, I'm trying to get a read. I can't get a read. Nothing. I'm like,
oh,
shit. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. So we get done stretching. Everything's good. We go meet up at half court, and JB's like, yeah. He's like talking like, we're gonna watch some film today on the TV over here. Then we're gonna reenact it on the court. Right? Let's go. Boom. We all jog over to the TV. We watch the same clips that we had just watched in the locker room. He plays the first two.
oh man.
He plays the first two clips. He plays the first two clips. Whoever was on the court for that, F, you're back on the court. And then you had scout team had to do what Wisconsin did
For every clip.
for every clip. So no, hold on. Is it you haven't hit the peak yet.
So that's
So
not the craziest part.
we had to do the first one, right? So we had to watch it. We had to do it correctly this time. Good close out, whatever. Come back, watch the next one, go back out there, close out, whatever. We had to run a suicide for each one in under 30 seconds.
Oh,
Oh.
dog.
So
Beilein was tripping.
we did the first one, boom, 30 seconds. Rest for maybe another 30. Then we had to do the second one. Boom. All right. Back over to the TV. Put up clip number 3. When that happened, I'm like,
Ain't no way.
oh, this
Ain't
is
no
what we
way.
on today.
Ain't no way.
So we had to run 26 suicides for each clip that we had to reenact. This took like an hour and a half. He told us, go to study hall, eat, and be back at practice in like 3 hours.
He still had time that day.
Bro, he still had time. And this is someone who's down to the minute
Yep.
of everything.
Yep.
If he goes 2 over, he'll like make sure that people are out of the weight room at like
Oh,
6:58. But no, man. So we had to go shower, we had to go to the academic center for like an hour and a half. Then we went back, bro, and we had a practice. When I say my hamstrings was in bad shape, because you know what happened too? I left this part out and I totally forgot. We had weigh-ins at 6 a.m. that morning.
weigh-ins for what?
Bro, we all got weigh-ins right before right before workouts.
Just
Right
because?
before workouts. Just because he wants to see everybody's weights. I'm one of those dudes. I could gain 10 pounds and lose 10 pounds
I
in
feel,
like one day,
I feel that. I feel
right? So I I I got on the scale. I'm like, oh no. You know them scales that like we had where you step on, but it's like a digital that you see go and you see where it goes.
yeah.
Dog, it hit like 2.4. It said 2.4. I was like, no, no, no. Bro, I ran out the weight room.
Oh shit.
I ran
Oh
out the
man.
weight room,
Oh man.
through the wrestling room, ran to the locker room, and I
Oh.
did everything. I peed, I sat on the toilet, did everything I could,
Oh.
ran back,
Oh my God.
took off my shoes, my jersey, I was sitting on there in tights, bro. And
Oh.
it stayed, it went brrr. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So
Oh
I
man.
forgot. I totally forgot that happened because they made me. I had to run the treadmill for 45 minutes that morning anyway. And I didn't even know what was in store later, bro. Dog, I weighed in after that practice. I dropped 17 pounds that day.
Oh, that's crazy. Dog, that's
I
insane.
dropped 17, bro. Yo, man, my weight used to fluctuate like it was so weird. The dude that was our weight guy in '08 on '09, he Mike, he's down at UVA,
Mm.
but like he used to work with like the Grizzlies, I think, but he was like, hey, okay, your weight's here, but my body fat had like got cut in half. I was like, yo, this is the best my body has ever looked, bro. Like, yo, I'm out shirtless. The honey's just loving me because I was already like super attractive. But then I had like a nice body too. Like it was over, bro. Like it was a
You
wrap.
had it all.
It was a wrap on campus, dog. It was a wrap. It was a wrap, bro. It was a wrap. It was over. It was over.
Oh, that's funny.
It was over.
Oh, that's funny,
Cause like
man.
I was, cause like I always had like baby fat, and but like I was, bro. I saw abs. I saw my ribs. I was like, yo, they don't have a chance. They don't have a chance, dog. I was, I pulled some. Man, I pulled some. One of them came around the locker room. I remember Mike. He was like, he just walked on. He like, damn, you pulling that? God damn. God damn. Like,
Oh,
he
man.
was like, shit, you only averaging what, two a game? How the fuck you put
Oh, my God.
like, it's like what? What
That's
is
funny,
going
though.
on?
Yo, that's
It's
funny, though.
just
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
yo, bro, like you did this. You
That
did
is
this, bro. Like, oh man, it was over. It was over. But yeah, like my joints used to like fluctuate and like you used to go 10 pounds up or 10 pounds down. It used to be insane. Stu Douglas, bro, we could eat the exact same thing. I would gain 5 pounds, he would lose 10. Like
Mm.
metabolism's so annoying.
That's
So
Donnie
annoying.
Hale. Shout out Donnie Hale. No,
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, bro. But yeah, yeah.
that's a nasty story.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
crazy story. I gotta, that's nasty. Like, that's terrible.
oh man. 26. And we
26.
had to come back. Bro, then we played that next game was like in 2 days. We had to go to Minnesota. We had to
Mm.
go to Minnesota.
Beilein was tripping.
Yeah. But you know what, bro? I felt like an Ethiopian runner in that game, bro. Yo, I didn't gasp for air not once. I'm like, yo, I can play this whole game if you need me to, coach. I got you. Man, I was diving on the floor. I was like, you ain't gonna catch me in these streets on that chart again. Like, bro, we not
So we
gonna
ain't messing that while I'm on the
we
floor
gonna
today.
mess with it. And then we go on the road and win. Then we come back home and we lose to Penn State, who was
Mm,
like 0 and 15.
that's tough. That's
That
tough.
was their first Big Ten win, bro.
Mm.
Next practice, that TV was out there again, bro. I saw that TV. I was like, shit, I should have sprained my ankle in that game or something.
Oh, that's funny.
Ooh.
That's funny, man. Hell
No, I don't even
no.
think I didn't play. I DNP'd. I think I DNP'd that game. Also,
You ain't have
I
to
think I
run in,
did.
did you?
I did have to run. What you mean? And that was the worst part. I'm like, man, I ain't got none of these Fs. I swear I
Running for
DNP'd that
yards.
game.
Crazy.
But you know what? Like it didn't hit the same as the first one did. Um yeah, I think I DNP'd that game. I don't know why I DNP'd that game, but like my playing time was so man, talk about man, I wish I had a me around me. I didn't have anybody
No,
growing
I
up.
feel that. That's how Payne used to tell me. He said, Ray, your career would be going differently if you came in 2 years earlier when each one of those dudes were seniors. He say stuff like that. Like that's important too. Like you look at who Cam Ward and Jordan Scott came into like in the locker room, and you
Yeah.
compare that to who Jeremy Fears and Xavier
I'm not
Rhodes
even,
came
no,
in.
no, no. I'm not even saying locker room. I'm like, period.
Oh, just around
I
you in
mean,
general.
people at the crib,
Oh,
like,
that's important. That's the
like,
biggest part of the game.
trainers,
I
like
feel that.
AAU
I,
coaches.
I feel that.
I had
Oh, that's
nobody, bro.
tough. That's tough.
It was just my mom, like, yo, you gotta drive the ball. What about what you mean? Like, mom, I love you, but you never played a sport in your life, and I know what you mean, but
Oh, that's tough.
I need someone with like some badges.
No, I feel
I
that.
need some,
I feel that. That's
no,
real.
like
That's a part of the game that people don't talk about too. If you don't got a person like that can help you, that is tough. It's
just to get you through or
yep.
to keep your foot. Cause like, bro, like, oh my God, like man, I go back and I watch film of like some of my like old games, and I'm like, I had a mismatch.
Uh-huh.
It's
Uh-huh.
like, why are you swinging it?
Mm-hmm.
You got some in front of you, but I
Mm-hmm.
also didn't know what to work on.
Yep.
It was, I don't know, bro. But like Manny, Deshaun, they had not only like a
Oh
circle,
yeah.
they had like the trainer circle, they had like the AAU stuff, they had all that stuff going
Yep.
on. Even like Stu and
Yeah.
them, they had like people that would
Yep.
talk to them. I didn't have it.
I had that.
I didn't have.
I had that. I had that. I had that. I had a couple dudes that couple dudes that just raised us through hoop. Yup, I had that. Like
Yeah,
that's
I
important.
didn't have it.
That's so important. Just to have somebody that like sometimes you gotta have somebody to call after you play 3 minutes. And you feel like
Got to.
especially if you feel like you should have played 12, feel like you should have played 20, somebody could talk you off that ledge. That's why a lot of dudes don't have that now and they just making decisions irrationally. So
Yeah,
that's important. That's having a good OG in your corner or a
yeah,
couple of them. Especially multiple that kind of you can bounce it off a couple of them. It's a game changer. It's
yeah, man.
that's why I try to help. That's exactly why because I know what it did for me. Because like you said, my play harder. My daddy used to just yell out, "Be a dog."
Right? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what
What
do
does
you
that mean,
mean?
bro?
He's like, no, like when I'm top of the key, I got this, I got this. What do I do?
Yes, yes,
Like,
bro.
or give me the confidence to be like, yo, when I see this, like, tell me, just
Watch
be
the
like,
film
yo,
with you.
like, what should
Yeah,
I look
yeah, yeah.
for?
Straight up, straight
But I mean, shoot,
up.
bro, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I went. I go back and forth if I should have gone to prep school or if I did, if I should have just stayed at the crib.
Because you stay at the crib, I do that too. I do that too. Because you stay at the crib, you average 30, and you got your confidence is through the roof.
30.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing.
I'm putting up
That's what I'm saying.
45.
And then you go to school with a whole different mindset. Like
Yes.
sometimes that prep school can like oh, you're playing with good players, you want to move the ball, you want to like sometimes this sounds crazy, but sometimes you could care about winning too early. Like
Yes.
that sounds crazy, but like you gotta have your confidence. But when you want to play at a certain level, your confidence has to be at a certain level. And
You know
sometimes,
what that is?
what's that?
It's your whole phase.
I'm with you.
You need a whole phase. You got
I
to get
feel
up out
that.
of you. You got to get up out of you, bro. You got to get up out
You
of
gotta
you,
get it.
man.
You gotta have it. You
You
gotta have
gotta have it, bro. You gotta have it. And I learned how to be a role player at 15.
it. Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
good. Like I
Exactly.
don't care bro, I'm 15. I got, Rajon Rondo's on point. Got Josh Smith on the wing. Like okay, all
Yes.
right. I'm gonna come in the game. I'm gonna make that extra pass.
I feel it.
My
Exactly.
second year comes. I'm thinking, all right. Josh is gone. I'm about to start at the three. Eric Devendorf comes in.
Oh,
Kevin Durant comes in.
the
Um,
fact you ain't start with Kevin Durant is crazy.
Dude named Jamont Gordon comes in. Right now, I got more people at my position, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I don't know how to even get on. But I got stories about that. But then they leave. Now, my senior year, I averaged, I think, 10 my senior year.
That's decent.
And 10 at Oak Hill is like 35 in real
Yeah,
life.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like I got to share it with Ty Lawson, Nolan Smith,
That's nasty.
Mike Beasley,
Oh, I didn't know all this.
Jeff
It was.
Jeff Jeff Allen was real nice. He went to Virginia
I know
Tech.
who that is.
Went to Virginia Tech. Landon Milborn went to Maryland. Was there. Albert Jackson went to Georgia.
Damn,
Our eighth man Billy was 1,000 point scorer at Duquesne.
that's crazy.
He almost never played, and I still put up 10. And
That's
I
tough.
only
That's
put up
tough.
10.
That's
I
tough.
only did that because my AAU team, I switched to Adidas and I
Uh-huh.
played with this hood ass team from Richmond. And their whole mindset was just hilarious. And like I almost found my identity through this team
I can feel that.
because it was a bunch of like JUCO type of dudes, but they were like rooting me on all the time, bro.
You need that though.
And I'm like, yo, this shit's, you know what? This shit's not that bad, bro. This shit's not that bad. I almost fought some of my teammates, and that's not even my like,
Oh my
that's like not
God.
even my thing. But I was just mad as fuck. I was just mad almost every day down there. But man, I don't know, bro. I got a lot of stories, but no, bro, but like that did something to me mentally for sure. Where when
No,
I
that's
went
I
to
feel that.
Michigan, it's just like, hey, come in and do the right thing,
Exactly.
do the right thing, do the right thing. Last story, last story, I promise.
Oh, you got it.
I come in, I'm saying, don't do the right thing. You come in, hey, make your times, lift weights and get stronger. And okay, come in, make the right play. We got done with we got done with open gym one night. I'm sitting on the scores table,
Yeah.
chilling, just like chopping it up. I see Deshaun Sims
Uh-huh.
start calling out Brent Petway. Said, let's go. Hey yo, let's go. I'm coming for your shit this year.
That's
Let's
tough.
go. Check
Oh,
up. I'm
oh.
like, I'm like,
Ooh.
I'm like, so I'm just fucking watching this. And Deshaun is every possession. Jab, no more for you. No more. Jab, drive, check up. Let's go. Jumper. I'm just like, one day I'm gonna ask him, like, did someone tell you to do that? Because a bunch of his boys and his goons be up at the gym all the time. Like, I wonder if they just be putting in his head, hey, look, you gotta start challenging these dudes. But something little
Oh
like that,
my God.
I wish I had that
I feel that.
coming in.
I feel that.
And I didn't, my environment did not allow me to like have that type of edge. Like, I wish I had that edge. Like, I really did.
No, I feel
I
that.
really did.
I feel that. I feel that. That is sometimes the edge is the most important part. Because sometimes that's why I think Michigan State can still win in today's game. Because sometimes you could just punk people.
Yes.
Punk them out. You could just, I
Yep.
could punk, like I can remember first play of the game, we played Michigan State. What was that? That's the year I hit the threes. I think that my senior year. They ran that little down screen, first play of the game. I said, hey, I'm gonna get one here. They didn't call it, but I told my teammates, I'm gonna get one here. Well, Brent Forbes is coming off a screen. I just body check. Just one time. Because I get on the way to guard Michigan screen, down screen, just get on top. Don't let him come. He came.
Yep.
I said, boom. He said, oh. Trap. We win. Game over. I looked at we won. We ain't even had to play offense yet. We won. Because if he don't get going, Denzel can't beat us by himself. So like
Right.
you could I think that part is big, but nah, bro. I think man, one, we gotta do this a little bit more. We gotta do this because I think that was tight. I enjoyed that just selfishly. But nah, I think it's gonna be a fun season. Everybody check out and where they can follow you at on your socials, on your YouTube, all that.
It's Ant Wright everywhere. ITSANTWRIGHT, whether it's Twitter or X, YouTube, IG, and TikTok. So
Like I said earlier, if you following college basketball and you following some of these sites and you following some of these podcasts, and if you ain't following Ant, you not doing it right. You getting bad information. So when I came into it, I didn't have a social media. And I was like, I'm gonna get back into college basketball. One of my first follows was Ant, and it's worked out since. So I appreciate you joining us, and it's gonna be a fun time this Big Ten season. I think after Michigan State, that win over Kentucky, I think this, and you going by the rankings too. I think Big Ten got four top 10 teams in the country. I think it's a really fun time to be a Big Ten fan, football and basketball and volleyball and all the other sports. So
Yeah.
until
Women's hoop too, killing
oh,
over there.
obviously, damn, women's hoop and
Yeah.
everything.
Killing.
Get well soon, Juju. But and
Yeah.
then if anybody need anything as far as information on Crew Life, Crew Life Foundation, go to RaphealDavisBasketball.com, learn more about that. But until next time, if you want to sponsor, you can sponsor. But if you don't, you don't. Talking hoops with Rapheal Davis. We out.